Ladies and gentlemen, we will now have the alma mater, played by the South Garland High School Titan Band, followed by the Lakeview Centennial High School Patriot Band playing their alma mater. Now meeting at midfield for the coin toss will be the Titans co-captains, number 2, Jaden Holland, number 8, Brennan Warner, number 21, Ruben Ontiveros, and number 74, Hector Platas. And representing the Patriots at midfield are co-captains number 8, T.J. Gilmore, number 33, Xavier Wright, number 51, Antonio Johnson, and number 60, Braden Sanford.
South has won the coin toss, elected to receive.
South Garland wins the toss. They choose to receive. High School Patriot Band.
Following is a presentation of GRS TV.
We set the bar high. On top, cause we so fly. Name in the bright lights. Looking like a star shot. We set the bar high. On top, cause we so fly. Name in the bright lights. Looking like a star shot. We set the bar high.
In District 9 6A, there are 9 teams, and only 3 of them have yet to win a district game. That number going to be down to 2 after tonight. We thank you so much for being with us here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. South Garland taking on Lakeview Centennial tonight. Scott Garner alongside Bobby George as we get set for football here on a Thursday night. These two teams hoping to win a district ball game. Neither has won one yet. And Lakeview Centennial, after winning their 2 games to start the year, they can't figure out how to score. They've only scored 21 points the last 2 games.
Yeah, like you said, both teams 0-2, and Lakeview Centennial Patriots have had a hard time of putting some yards out there. 166 total yards last week, only 52 rushing yards. They've been having a hard time running the ball. I believe tonight, Scott, it's going to be a defensive battle between these two teams.
Well, that's certainly something that both of these two coaches are a little bit concerned about. Anthony Saint-Hilaire, who's in his 3rd year at Lakeview Centennial, his 8th overall, a little bit concerned about his offense being able to put up some points against a much better South Garland team than we have seen in recent years.
Yeah, South Garland, now, they've been really good, and they've got a lot of good offensive players. They've just not had it all put together yet. 271 total yards last week, 181 in the air, 90 on the ground. The big problem for South, 9 penalties for 90 yards, and that set them back, plus 2 turnovers.
Well, Damaso Martinez said after the ball game last week that was mainly the big talk after the ball game, the 5 personal foul penalties that they had after plays. And you want to play with an edge, but you have to be smart as well.
You got to make sure that you finish plays off, but you can't keep going and going after the play, and they had a little bit of the case of that last week. Now, if they can put all of that together, Scott, I believe that they could put something on the board. But, you know, they have some good wideouts over there with Franco on the right side and Brown on the right side, and they like to toss it to them. So we'll see if Lakeview can stop that.
Diego Rivero will kick off as South Garland won the toss. They did not defer. They elected to receive. And so we're going to see Jonas Brown grab that football and sort of take a knee there, and that's where they will start tonight. South Garland again coming in after a 1-9 season, having not won a game in a couple of weeks. They won 2 to start, R.L. Turner and Irving, but they have since lost to Wiley and North Garland. What a game last week against North Garland, a game that saw 5 different lead changes. And Damaso Martinez says that this being his 5th year, that this team probably better than any he has had to this point.
Well, Jaden Holland had a great week last week. He had 181 yards passing, 4 touchdowns to his wideouts.
Well, he's going to go to one right here on a quick out as we see Jonas Brown make his 12th grab of the year on a quick out. It's one of the changes that they were going to make. If Holland stays in the pocket, it's going to be quick game. If it's not going to be quick game, they're going to get him out of the pocket.
Yeah, I think they found something last week. Brown had 5 touchdowns, and they did that all night long last week. 11 receptions last week for Brown, and I think he's just on a tear.
He was so good, had a couple of touchdowns there, a little RPO this time, and trying to get the edge on a 2nd down and 3 play. Cameron McNeil, who carried it just 1 time last week, but he had a great week of practice, and he's close to a 1st down.
Yeah, just give it to him to the outside, see if he can outrun everybody out there. He does, gets the first.
Got 3, needed 3. Jaden Holland.
Well, you know, it's important to get these first downs when you're inside your own 30-yard line.
Everybody bunched up here. Bunch formation and an H-back as they get it right back to Cameron McNeil. All he needs is a little bit of a crease, and he's that kind of explosive running back, just a junior running into Neiman Houston, who makes his 8th stop of the year.
Yeah, he just gets in behind those big linemen. You see, he even grabs his jersey and says, "Lead the way, big man."
Well, he's got big Hector Platas out there, that junior tackle, 6'4", 285. Maybe their best lineman, big number 74, getting looks from Lamar and Stephen F. Austin. And now here goes Holland throwing on the run, but this time it's behind Jonas Brown. This is something that Holland's gotten better at. When he leaves the pocket, he generally has been putting it on the money. Not that time.
He had so much time. He had a chance to either run the ball or toss it. He could have tossed it early. I think he would have had something. Jonas Brown was wide open out there. I think he wanted to go a little deeper, it was the thing. I think he saw Franco coming down about 15 yards deep, but he got covered up.
He's going to have Franco here on the edge. All he did was grab 9 balls last week. It's 3rd down and 5. Look out. Holland under pressure. Heaves it to the sideline. Juggled, brought down. They will call that a catch. And a really nice one, too. I didn't know if he was going to be able to hang on, but he does indeed. As Reuben Davis' running back grabs it, but he's short of the first down.
Well, the pressure comes straight up the middle, and they get there in a hurry. Holland does a great job throwing to his left, rolling left.
4th down and 1. South Garland again putting up 26 points last week. It's a team that comes into the ball game averaging 26 a game. And we'll see how they do it here. Only 144 on the ground. This is a running down, 4th down. But Holland rolling to his left, running out of room, can't get there, shoved out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Wow, that's a very interesting play. It looked like it broke down from the very beginning. I didn't see the play even actually start to develop.
I thought for a moment he might pooch kick it. It almost had that feel to it.
Yeah, and he takes off running, and there's no receivers. It was definitely a running play, so I think that was just a mess up and turned it over on downs inside their own 40.
Man, it was odd to see him go to the short side of the field, then try to get to the edge, and then he had no blockers out there.
Yeah, I think that was just a blown-up play. And if it's a 4th down like that, I think it's time to take a time out if you don't have your guys knowing what the play actually is. So big turnover right there for Lakeview.
Well, Lakeview Centennial, again, who's only put up 21 points the last 2 games combined, with a big hole to start.
Oh.
This is Malachi Boyd picking up 1st down yardage on a nice 10-yard scoot, averaging just 3 yards per carry, but that was an explosive play.
Boy, the hole just opened wide up. There was no linebackers in there, and Boyd had a lot of running room.
10 yards for Boyd, who came in with 41 carries, 110 yards, a couple of touchdown runs. Kendrick Sanders, 5'10", 150-pound junior quarterback, 440 yards he's thrown for. This is a straight handoff again back to Boyd, who again goes right behind the center off the left A-gap and runs into Jeremy Jaola, who has his 9th stop, but not before they pick up 6.
Now just straight up the middle. Just see if your lineman can push the defensive line backwards, and it looks like the battle's being won right there by the Patriots.
Malachi Boyd with 2 straight handoffs. Will it be a 3rd? No, little play action. Sanders, a back shoulder, incomplete.
Wow.
And nice toss there. Trenton Harris had it where it needed to be, but it was broken up.
Yeah, it was a great play call. Everything's been going up the middle. Now they just do a little play fake, let him go to the end zone on a straight one-on-one route. Great defense right there. Little back shoulder pass. Just a nice play.
Jaquias Green, who typically is a multi-sport athlete, super competitive, maybe the best cornerback they have. Shut down, lockdown corner, basketball player. Good play there. 3rd down, 4. Whistles before the snap.
Well, they're pretty fortunate the whistle came out because that ball was
Number
snapped
60,
over the quarterback's
the
head.
offense. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Lizer Mata, tonight's referee. Officials out of the Dallas chapter tonight. So an early turnover on downs for South Garland. Lakeview Centennial, again, has lost 2 in a row. They lose to Saxe and Garland back-to-back. just could not find a way to get the offense going. And Anthony Saint-Hilaire says the three keys tonight: offense, offense, and offense. This is a hard-counted free play over the top and incomplete. Had a chance to hit one of his favorite targets in Trenton Harris, blazing up the sideline.
He had him, too. It was a free
All
play.
sides. Number 55, the defense. 5-yard penalty. Replay, third down.
Trenton Harris just pushes it right up the sideline, has a little one-on-one. Sanders puts it right on the money. I mean, this hits him right in the hands. They'll wish they had that one back.
Would have been Harris's first touchdown grab of the year, so South Garland gives
Got
the
him
5
again.
back. Well, another free play.
Do it
Right
again.
3 technique, going to the corner this time. Second time's a charm. It's a touchdown. Trenton Harris over the top with his first one of the year. Boy, he had a great catch in week number
All
1.
sides.
That one was right
Number
on the money.
55 of the defense. That penalty declined. Result of the play, it's a touchdown.
Nice toss by Kendrick Sanders. 7th touchdown of the year. And 2 steps on Jaquias Green.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want. You had 3 chances to do it, 2 on penalties and 1 on a third down.
Point after makes it 7-0 Diego Reverol. And how about Lakeview Centennial taking advantage of a short field? They've got a 7-0 lead with 9:14 to go in the first on GRS TV. Kendrick Sanders talking with his coach there on the sideline, hooking up with Trenton Harris for the first time this year. Sanders with great touchdowns to INT ratio of 7-0 here. And that's our score. Lakeview Centennial trying to get in the win column, and they will keep it away from the very dangerous Jonas Brown as it goes out of bounds, drawing the penalty flag. But Lakeview Centennial taking advantage of a short field. They go 37 yards. They take just 4 plays to do it.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier about
Illegal
that.
kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Be 5-yard penalty. Ball be placed on the 30-yard line. First down, South.
And we were talking about how South was able to come through and get that first down, and then they just started faltering. They went 3 plays with no yardage, and then that 4th down play, they had the little bunch call. Everybody was kind of bunched up, and it looked like quarterback didn't know where the play went. Looked like it broke down, and all of a sudden the Patriots have a real short field, and well, it didn't take them long to score.
No, and South Garland's been here before as the homecoming queen here at Lakeview's homecoming, home v. Johnson Stadium. First down and 10 for Holland. Wide in the pocket, trying to set his feet. He's got a wide open man down the right sideline, but it goes through the hands of Reuben Davis, his running back. Cameron Jordan with late pressure there on Holland.
Well, Holland just had him wide open. All he had to do was just set his feet just a little bit and just toss it out there to him. Just a big opportunity miss there.
Yeah, we had 5 lead changes in last week's game, 29-26. South Garland loses that game, but they had a 95-yard touchdown connection called back via penalty. And all of a sudden they go from being up 7 to being down by 9 in the blink of an eye. But Damaso Martinez mentioned in years past that would have been it, but they really battled. They are down 7-0 here in RPO. They keep it. Holland, flag coming in perhaps for a holding. Holland runs for 8, but they might get Brandon Sierra there, that right tackle.
Yeah, I think so, because what happens is the play breaks down. The play's supposed to be in the middle, and then when Holland takes off running to the outside.
Number 77 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, second down.
Yeah, that's what happens. He takes off running to the outside. you know, the linemen, they're all locked up, and all of a sudden they can't get away from their defender. It causes a holding. But you know, South, we were talking about how come South has not been able to put points on the board, and they're still 0-2 on the season. And this is kind of where it happens. You have a wide open receiver downfield you miss on. Next play, you get a 10-yard penalty. The previous possession, you go for it on 4th down inside your own 30 and miss it. And then all of a sudden you're down 7.
And now we've got whistles and a timeout called by Damaso Martinez, so they're trying to get the wheels on here. 4 minutes into the game.
South, first charge, timeout of the half.
In a 7-0 contest. And this is a South Garland team that's averaging about 144 yards on the ground, 112 through the air, which is not all that impressive, 256. But what has been better, the points being put up, averaging 26 a game. They were less than 20 last year. And permitting 31, and sometimes that can get a little overblown in some of these ball games. They've been a little bit better than that with the eye test.
Yeah, I think what's really hurting South Garland, though, right now is their quarterback looks one way and throws one way. Everything goes to the right. I mean, you've got Brown with 11 catches or 12 catches on the year. You have Franco with 15. Basically, nobody else on the team has any. So he goes right every time. So these defensive teams, they can really scheme against that and cause a lot of issues for him.
How much do you think getting sacked 5 times affected him?
That too.
2nd down and 20. Show blitz. Here they come. Perfect play call against it, but it's taken down immediately. They hit Reuben Davies, but Neiman Houston stayed home, and he's happy about it.
Yeah, that's his 8th tackle of the year, and boy, that was a big play by the Rover. Just found him early. If he misses that tackle, if he's not there, that play goes a long ways.
It does, and the defense for Lakeview has not been bad. The back end very strong. You've got Gray and Bobby Lee at that cornerback position. Montgomery and Moore have done a good job in run support. This is a 3rd and 18. Going over the middle in traffic. That ball is tipped and almost deflected for an interception. Jonas Brown, his 3rd target of this early part of the first quarter.
He has a lot of time, and he throws over the middle. He actually missed the one going the deep post and throws it to Brown over the middle. And I tell you, Chance Gray just about picks that one off right there on the 35.
Jeremiah Moore, the aforementioned safety, back deep to receive. They won't be going for it this time on their own end. They get the punt away. The punter fell down. That was Joseph Rodriguez. Moore going to let it go and going to be killed right there at the 43-yard line. So decent punt here. 7-0 game. Lakeview Centennial will take it back over. South Garland just not able to move the ball very well.
Well, let's see what they can do now. South Garland's going to have to put a stop on this one. You know, it looked like there was a lot of running room for Lakeview right up the middle. All of a sudden, they do a little play action pass, and they go deep to the end zone for a 21-yard touchdown. Let's see if the Titans can stop that and play a little bit better defense here.
Little flip pass. Here comes Harris, who's already caught a touchdown. Nice move inside. And then ended up getting spun around by Ruben Ontiveros. Nice pickup, though, of 13.
Yeah, just a little flip pass coming from the outside to the left. Clears out some room. Boy, he had some nice running room right there. Ball's on the ground.
That is fumbled and taken and picked up. A loss of 4, though, on that play. It was Malachi Boyd. Second down and 14 for Lakeview. And Anthony Saint-Hilaire, 8th season overall at Lakeview, 3rd as the head coach. And they were a little bit concerned about the offense coming in. Running back goes in motion. Nice screen, though. Flag came down before the pass. They have targeted Trenton Harris now 5 times already.
Yeah, I'm not sure that the motion back may have been going towards the line of scrimmage when the ball was snapped.
Lizer Mata, tonight's official.
During the play, illegal motion, number 3 of the offense. That will be declined. Result of the play, third down.
I was going to mention coming into the game, last year's game, we get a second look at this.
That was pretty close, wasn't it?
I was a little bit surprised they didn't let that go.
Yeah.
But last year's game was not tight at all. It was 63-0. Lakeview Centennial handily defeated South Garland in that game.
Yeah, I think the Titans really want to prove that they can play with Lakeview right now. They don't want that to be a repeat.
Kendrick Sanders on 3rd down and 14. Way overshoots his intended target, Trenton Harris, on the deep dig.
That sets up the 4th down right here, and I think they're going to have to punt this one away. A lot of teams nowadays will just go ahead and go for it, because you're already inside the 50-yard line. You go ahead and do that, especially if the offense isn't moving. But 14 yards, that's a pretty tough one to get right there. You might as well punt it away.
You think with South Garland's struggles moving the ball, it probably affects this decision?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Maybe you just go for it, right? South Garland hadn't been able to move it very well.
Decent kick. Fair catch being signaled for, and Mariano Flores muffed it, picked up, returned. It'll be killed right there. It's going to end up being Lakeview Centennial football, I think, unless it might have been touched prior to that.
There was no signal for a touchdown, and the beanbag falls at the 20.
That generally signals that the ball was touched.
Interesting.
Will we get an explanation?
Invert whistle by rule will re-kick. 4th down.
Oh, wow.
How about that? Inadvertent whistle.
How lucky are you if you're a Titan?
I'll say. Man. But I will say this. You have to appreciate the officials and the courage for being honest and admitting that, hey, the whistle did blow inadvertently.
That's a tough mistake right there.
I'm not sure if Anthony Sinclair is taking quite the solace, though, with that.
Wow.
Man, that should absolutely have been Lakeview ball. Now did the punter have his knee down? We get a whistle here. I don't think this was inadvertent, though, was it? I think
he goes down. Yeah. He puts his knee down on the ground.
Oh, what a mistake there.
So you go from scoring a touchdown on this thing to losing another 15 yards. Yeah, right there.
Now, the knee was down, but I'm not sure it wasn't up off the ground when he had possession of it.
Yeah, there you go. If he didn't actually have a good possession, by the time he picks it up, he's up off the ground.
It's been a comedy of
bad calls.
A comedy of errors by the officiating
crew.
Oh,
my goodness.
Talk about a break. It should absolutely be Lakeview ball at about the 15-yard line, and then South Garland gets it back. But the Lakeview Centennial defense has other ideas here. That's a really nice play there by Jalen Allen. Drops him for a loss of 6.
Yeah. Tony Payne, Jed Allen, both. Oh, man, yeah. That's Allen by himself. Payne coming over there to give him a little love. But, boy, gets through there quick, didn't he?
Boy, Allen is the guy on that defensive line. 2-year starter as a junior. How about this guy? 2-year starter as a junior. Physical. Boy, he has a great ball get off. Strong. Boy, nothing soft out of that guy. Loss of 6. Here's a draw that's going nowhere. Another tackle for a loss by Lakeview, and they continue to fight Elijah Mulima, the defensive end this time.
Just didn't have a whole lot there. I mean, there was nothing but black jerseys everywhere.
Another 3rd down opportunity for South Garland, and every 3rd down has been at least 10 yards so far for the Titans.
Well, this one's a little bit further than that. It's 18. They're going to have to throw this one.
Delayed blitz underneath.
Oh, he's got it.
to the edge, a leap at the 30, broke a tackle, and Jaquias Green with an explosive play on 3rd down, and 18 gets more than enough.
He just comes out by himself, just slips underneath, and there is no one. Everybody was man-to-man, so everybody was deep. Breaks a tackle by Gilmore. Picks up the first. Great play right there. Yeah, Raymond Franco.
Franco, he had 9 grabs last week. Jonas Brown on the edge. The stiff arm got slung out of bounds. Flag way on the other side of the field.
During the play, all sides, number 43 of the defense. 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
You know, this is what South did last week. They were down early, continued to fight, just kept playing, and all of a sudden they found themselves back in the game. That's a good trait to have.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jaden Holland's got a great arm, and he's pretty smart back there. He kind of understands the game.
Yeah.
He's got some great receivers.
You know, he's accounted for 10 touchdowns himself, 8 throwing and 2 running. He's a dual threat. 1st and 5. This is Romero. Romero with a burst down to the 6 and a pickup of 8. Neiman Houston's 3rd stop of the quarter.
Yeah, watch this hole open up right there. Big number 76 making a huge block right there. Langford just opens it up. Romero just takes advantage.
Langford came into the season a backup guard. He and Randy Orega platoon at that guard spot. 1st and goal now. Titans with a chance to tie this thing up. Holland rolling, pressured, throws it away.
That was a smart move right there. He was getting pressured so fast that he didn't have time to set his feet, and it was great coverage out there.
How about another flag in the end zone?
Well, maybe that's why it was such good coverage. It might have been a little bit
A little
holding.
holding before the pass.
During the play, illegal man downfield, offense, number 76, 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Somebody covered up. 76 is Tristan Langford, who you just bragged on. You jinxed him, Bobby.
These guys, you know, when your quarterback starts running, you kind of get lost out there, I think, is what happens to some of these guys.
Jaden Holland 1st and goal now from the 12, and somebody moves again. Langford again? Not 76.
False start. Number 53, the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
They called that on the center.
Langford says, shoo.
Yeah.
Wipes his brow there. South Garland's been going the wrong way the last couple of possessions.
Yeah, they have something going, and then they go back the other direction. It's just been tough on them.
Holland over the middle. Man coverage, and it's almost picked off. Oh, he tried to hit Franco over the middle, and that ball almost got snatched there by the cornerback, Dwayne Marshall.
Yeah, he just tries to use all arm here, does a little gut slant, basically. Franco just does like 3 steps and then just straight to the middle in a little post pattern. Thought he could slip it through there, but great coverage.
84 yards between the two teams. It's 2nd down and goal. A lob to the end zone to Franco. Almost made a one-hand catch, and a flag came out. Dwayne Marshall might get called.
Defense pass interference. Number 12. That ball be placed at the 2-yard line. First down, South.
See, we weren't able to see it right there, but it's in the back of the end zone, and maybe he gets his hands on him, gets a little push or hold, something. The ball was placed right where Franco could get it.
Rodrigo Romero not in there. It's Ruben Davies, and play action. The quarterback, Holland,
take
to
it.
the edge, takes a hit, finishes the run with a touchdown. Got hit, and Jaden Holland with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year from his quarterback spot.
Well, that was a great run because I thought the way he was running, he was just going to take the hit and go down at the 1-yard line. He uses his strong legs and just runs over the player. Boom. I'm just going to go ahead and get in here, he said.
Determined run right there by Jaden Holland. He's really led this team this year, making a little bit of an adjustment week by week. Going after would tie it. Pressure. Deadlocked at 7. 3:18 to go in this first quarter. Jaden Holland has them rolling again after they were down early for the 2nd straight week on GRS TV.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
South Garland battling back after they gave Lakeview Centennial a short field, and Lakeview went 37 yards in 4 plays on their opening possession to take the 7-0 lead. And then South Garland, courtesy of a Lakeview Centennial mishap on a punt where the punter grabbed the ball but had his knee down on a low snap.
Yeah, bad call.
Gave them a short field. They went 38 yards to the Titans and cap it off with a 2-yard Jaden Holland touchdown run to deadlock us.
Yeah, that's a 14-point swing actually, because you have the play, the punt that was muffed, and Lakeview picks it up, goes in for the score. They call that back on an inadvertent whistle.
Squib kick. This is Julius Spencer reversing his field. Gang tackle. Really good kick coverage that time by the Titans.
Yeah, so that if we go back and think about that possession where they have a muffed kick, inadvertent whistle, so that you take the 6 points off the board, they have them re-punt, and it was another bad call by the officials because he actually didn't have possession of the ball when he picks his knee back up, gets the punt off, but they call it dead play, gives South Garland the ball right there on the 30-yard line, and boy, they just punch it in and get a score. So a 14-point swing.
You got to hate that irony. The officials felt like they were right on top of the play. We see the replay, and no, actually they should have let it go.
Yeah.
Should have let the punt stand, but hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. Kendrick Sanders on an RPO will keep the ball on the ground this time. Oh, nice job. Great breakaway right here. This is Malachi Boyd, who's their #1 running back. Gets into Titan territory before Jaquias Green can push him out. A gain of 28.
They have him down right here, 21. Everybody, they knock each other off. Uridia. And, boy, he just takes it up the field, puts it out there on the 45. Great run.
Malachi Boyd with over 38 yards now. Here's Jonathan Whittle. Whittle with a block on the edge to pick up another 7. Nice job. Brendan Borner is a really good tackling cornerback, makes his 11th stop from his corner position.
Yeah, Whittle just takes a little pass underneath, 6'2", 183 pounds. He's really patient out there, really fast, really big, great runner. They love to get him the ball.
Got that block out there on the edge by Boyd. And here he is trying to bounce here and gets outside of the outside linebacker. And he's forced out of bounds there by LeBron Green. Picks up 6 more.
Green playing that wheel linebacker, and he's having to chase him down from the outside. Great seal block right there by the big lineman. They've doing a great job of just staying patient with their running game here.
Well, they've got Boyd, Kieran Jones, and Kenyon White that they can go to. They've got depth at that running back position. They don't average that many yards on the ground, just 125 a game. And they'll go right back to that ground game. Power run here. Jeremy Jayola coming up and making the play. Short pickup. Malachi Boyd, the running back.
Jayola just filling in that linebacker spot. He's a great Mike linebacker. They love to see him play out there. Strong, fast, makes good plays.
Kenyon White, the number 3 running back there.
Oh!
They go to the out, and it's incomplete through the hands of Jonathan Whittle. He's struggled to make catches this year.
Boy, they had him right there. Just a nice touch pass. Right in the hands.
Jonathan Whittle off to a little bit of a slow start, even though he came in with 12 catches. Second to Julius Spencer, who we haven't heard from much tonight. 3rd down, 7 now. Kendrick Sanders. Malachi Boyd in the pistol. And we'll go offset. And that ball is caught on the curl. Nice catch by the aforementioned Julius Spencer. There he is on 3rd down and 7, coming up with a nice 12-yard connection before T.J. Wilkerson, the safety, can get him.
Yeah, Spencer's lined up in that slot, and he runs deep ball, and then he just hooks it up and curls right back in front of the linebacker. I thought it was going to be picked off right there by number 21, but it wasn't.
Wham play to Boyd, trying to break tackles inside the 10. T.J. Wilkerson again after a 9-yard scurry.
Man, just some great blocking right there. You see the drive in those linemen.
2nd down and short to the edge. He's got it. Malachi Boyd scores the touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run for the senior. Malachi's 3rd touchdown run.
Just nice, patient seal block to the outside, and he just bounces it and outruns to the corner.
Lakeview Centennial regains the edge. Point after by Alex Virouette. It's at 14-7 in favor of the Patriots. Take a break and be back. You're watching GRS TV. Centennial bouncing back. South Garland tie this ballgame up. They take a 14-7 lead on the short touchdown run by Malachi Boyd. His 3rd touchdown run of the season. And the Patriots with a touchdown lead again. 11 minutes into this first quarter of play.
Well, that was just a great drive all the way around. I mean, you threw a couple of passes, just beautiful little passes. And then just flat out just beating everybody on the run. They did a little bit to the outside. Malachi Boyd up the middle, and then he finishes it off with a little 8-yard touchdown run there.
Boyd started that drive with a 28-yard run and then comes back to score the touchdown.
Running room here.
Here is Mariano Flores into, now flag coming into Lakeview Centennial territory with that kickoff return.
Well, here's where you were talking about earlier. It's good to be aggressive, but you got to know when to stop. And it looks like South Garland just kept on tackling into the sideline. And they're going to get a 15-yard personal foul here.
Here in the play, personal foul. Kick continue. 50-yard penalty, 1st down.
Boy, talk about a short field. How about starting at the plus 34?
There you go. He just gets some nice running room here. Was able to just break it to the outside. Look, he just turned the gas on right there. But now you got to let him go. He can't finish that tackle off.
Screen, low toss into the boundary to McNeil. And not very much there. And tackled him right at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Jordan. Franco, the toss there.
Holland really zips that ball, doesn't he? He's got a great arm. He likes to sling it over there, and Franco likes to catch it.
He does, you know, and Franco made 9 grabs, 91 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's so athletic, so confident. 2 weeks ago, he decided that, hey, I need to get a little extra work in, and boy, it has really paid off. This time, Cameron McNeil from his running back position, not a whole lot that time as they continue to try to get him the ball in different ways.
Yeah, Gilmore just flies through there from that linebacker spot again, ties Gilmore up.
That'll do it for the first quarter. It'll be 3rd and long again for South Garland when we come back. Lakeview with a 14-7 lead at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. Second quarter of action continuing here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium at 3rd down long now for the Titans. Going to go with an offset eye pistol. Run the option, go into the boundary here with Cameron McNeil. He's the fastest guy they have at the running back position, and it pays off. Xavier Wright brings him down right at the first down stake. He needed 11 and got that many.
Yeah, I like that pistol formation, man, and they just get it going. Nice job. You see number 8, Gilmore, coming in there, but it's too late because you get that pitch going, and then all of a sudden that you got your fastest guy, like you said, McNeil, just hitting that corner and picking up 14 yards. I like that play there.
I like that he had that blocker in front of him. Now Davis is going to play at that running back position. They flip it out to him, and Davies inside the 20 on an underneath toss. Talk about finishing off the run after the catch. Picks up another 11 for the Titans.
Yeah, that's a nice play right there. Davies comes out from the running back position and just takes a nice little toss, and then comes out with authority, says, hey, give me the ball again. Keep feeding me.
And before the last 2 plays that have resulted in 11 yards each, this Lakeview Centennial defense had 4 tackles for a loss the last 8 snaps on defense. They'll try to Romero as they really rotate in those backs, and boy, he got blown up that time. Romero getting blistered by Freeman, a 3rd guy on the depth chart at that linebacker spot.
Yeah, he said, come on with it. I'm right here. And he gets a tackle for a loss, his 2nd of the season.
Boy, another TFL in the last 2 possessions, and that's 5 now for Lakeview Centennial up front. The sledding has been difficult tonight on the ground here for South Garland. 2nd and 12. Holland pressured again to the back of the end zone for Jonas Brown, but he could not keep a foot down.
They kind of flood that corner, little play action. Holland just didn't have enough time to set his feet, but boy, he still puts a nice ball in the air, and Holland, Jonas almost gets his foot down on it.
Jonas has gotten better and better. Well, he had 28 grams last year, explosive. He has some ball skills over there, not to mention the great hands. He can pretty much catch anything that comes at him. A terrific catch radius. You've got Brown and Franco. Those are 2 really good wide receivers for the South Garland team. They're going to need them here on 3rd and 12. Holland, a screen. It's deflected. Thought for a moment it might have had a chance to get picked off, but it goes incomplete. Elijah Mulema was around it.
So what do you do here? You've got a pretty good field goal kicker in Rodriguez.
Well, they're going to go ahead and try it, it looks like.
Yeah, he's 8 of 10 on the year. You have Jonas Brown holding for him. your best hands guy.
This looks like Franco. He's their distance field goal kicker.
All right.
From 32. Kicked it clean and between the pipes to cut it to a 4-point game. Boy, Ramon Franco can do it all. He had 9 grabs last week. He's got a great boot with that left foot. 10:33 to go. 14-10 Lakeview Centennial on GRS TV.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
Ramon Franco with a 32-yard field goal for South Garland. The Titans a little bit closer, and they will kick it off. 10:33 to go. Both of these two teams coming in without a win in district competition, need to get it. And as Damaso Martinez had made mention earlier, that you get that one, and it can snowball on you. That's kind of the way this district is.
Yeah, you know, and South Garland looked good right there. They drove the ball nice right down the field, passing it a little bit, running a little bit. They stalled, but man, what a weapon to have out there with Franco being able to kick that long distance field goal.
What a utility guy. Not many wide receivers can double as a place carrier. He looked good though. It's a great kick with that left foot.
Keeps them in the game, 10-14.
Keeps them in the game. I think that thing might have gone from 45 perhaps. This is a live ball taken on the run. Middle of the field, nice move. Near side. This is Malachi, or rather Bobby Lead, who's a cornerback and a return man on special teams, getting close to midfield.
Well, until that last possession, Lakeview had 7 first downs, 100 yards against South Garland. They only had 3 with about 50 yards, and you know, but they're still in the game.
Yes,
that's all it is. You put something together, get a little positive, and we've been seeing a lot of
kicking team, 5-yard penalty, first down, Lakeview.
A lot of penalties, and when you stop those penalties and keep you from being deep in the hole, you can start building on some of that, and it looks like South Garland did that on that drive.
4th drive now for Lakeview Centennial, and 2 of the 4 will have begun on this side of midfield. 10:25 to play until halftime. Lakeview Centennial has seen South Garland respond a couple of times now. This is a bad snap. Goes over the head of Sanders, who's got to track it down. He's going to throw it away, and it's almost intercepted. Boy, that ball was almost picked off there by Michael Johnson. Or rather Green, I should say.
Well, Sanders actually had a receiver way by himself, but I think he just went to throw it away here. But if he gets a little loft on that, throws it towards the middle of the field, he has a wide open receiver. You see him at the top of your screen there.
Well, Jaquias Green has been active at that cornerback spot. Well, that's a big break, too, to be able to pick that thing up and throw it away. First carry of the night for Lamar Lewis. Javion Kaufman trips him up. Lewis looking good at that running back position.
Boyd goes in motion here.
RPO, quarterback keeper. Sanders across the 30, down to the 25. Good run here. 15 before LeBron Green can make his 3rd stop.
Yeah, they had 3 guys in the backfield. One goes in motion, one goes up the middle, and then all of a sudden the quarterback keeper on you. Defense didn't know what to do.
Lakeview Centennial rolling right here. Get it to the edge. This is Malachi Boyd inside the 10.
Yeah, it looks like that offense is really rolling now. I mean, you just don't know what to do defensively, which guy to cover.
Lewis for 8, Sanders for 15, Boyd for 17, and that's starting with a short field.
It's that wingback formation that they've got. It's just confusing the defense.
Straight give this time. Ball's out. It came out, and the Titans have recovered.
Right here, this is the play before, but they used all three guys in the backfield on that wing formation. One they pass, one the quarterback runs, and this time they hand the ball up the middle, and the defense just put a lick on him right there. The ball comes out.
It was Lamar Lewis, a backup running back who never had it.
Big play right there for the Titans.
Big time play.
Sitting on the 10-yard line.
And they needed that for sure. But this is where the running game comes in. And the running game has not been fortuitous, to say the least. Just 17 yards for South Garland in this game. They'll give it here and keep it on the ground to Rodrigo Romero. Short gain, if any. Xavier Wright the stop. That run game has been a problem tonight. The flag is down here.
Yeah, only 17 yards. You got to be able to run the ball a little bit better than that for South. In order to pick up those first downs, you just have to get the ball upfield.
Cameron McNeil, 5 carries, 15 yards, just 3 a carry. Romero averaging 3. Well, the officials have the card out here.
After the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 2 of the defense. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 0 of the offense. Those penalties are offset. Result of the play, second down.
So Bobby Lead gets flagged for Lakeview, and then Jordan Hogg also getting a personal foul. So whenever they have to pull the logbook out, that's never a good thing.
All of that, and then they come away with just, hey, let's play over. Continue.
Jaden Holland going empty now.
Up the middle he goes.
Needs a block and got hit hard, just shy of the 20 on a 2nd down and 10 by Neiman Houston, who's had a really nice game so far.
Well, Holland just seemed like he had the first down there, but he sat down on it. All you got to do is just lean forward and try to get that first. Kind of know where you're at.
It's a nice run, though. It sets up a manageable 3rd down here for him.
Absolutely.
Remember,
get that
this
short 3rd down.
The run game has not been a bright spot to this point. You've got Rodrigo Romero right next to Holland. He's their number 1 back. They're going to go to him. Nice block on the edge and more. Across the 25, his best run to the 30. Picks up 12 on a 3rd down and 2. Nice play to the boundary.
That's his 3rd rushing attempt, and this one, it pays off right there. He gets his 3 yards and more to the outside right there. Good block by big number 77, Sierra.
Brandon Sierra. First baseman in baseball. He's got a really good footwork at that right tackle position. Gap scheme here. They fake the counter one way, roll the other. Ball tipped. I thought it might be brought down by Franco. Franco had a chance to grab it, did, but he was out of bounds. Well, Shannon Montgomery got his hands on it.
Yeah, Holland gets to rolling right, and when he throws, the ball just kind of keeps drifting to the out of bounds. Franco's had a couple of those that he's been able to just, if he could just have it in a foot or two closer to the infield, he would be able to catch those.
How about the concentration there by Franco?
Yeah, he's got great hands. That's why he keeps throwing it to him.
Pistol formation here. Fake that, run an end around.
Oh,
here comes Franco, a blocker trying to hit the corner. Tracked down from behind, but on 2nd and 10, he picks up 1st down yardage. Jeremiah Moore showing some speed, but he couldn't quite get there.
Very nice. Just a reverse. Caught the defense sleeping. Got some good blocking out there.
Well, how about Franco? 9 balls caught last week. Kicks the field goal a moment ago to pull him within 4. They found something here with this formation. They'll pitch it this time to McNeil, who got blasted in the backfield. Oh, did he get hit hard by T.J. Gilmore?
Yeah, Gilmore was waiting on that one. He saw this formation earlier and said, no, we're not going to do that anymore. Woo.
First tackle for a loss, though, in 10 plays for Lakeview. They'd been averaging one every other play.
Gilmore came into this game with 19 tackles. He's a 6 foot, 190-pound senior.
Oh, he's getting a lot of looks, too, at the next level. Good protection here on 2nd and 13. Threw across his body. Found Franco underneath. Nice little play there to make it a manageable 3rd down and 6.
Here to play, holding, number 77 of the offense. 10-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down.
It'll come back.
Well, this is what bites them. You know, like we said last week, they had 9 penalties for 90 yards, and we've seen a lot of them tonight already, where they get something going and then they have to drop back. They get something going and then they get another penalty.
Well, Jaden Holland has not thrown for many yards, just 56 tonight, but he is 7 of 14. You don't have to get it all in one blast here. 23 yards needed. In fact, they'll stay on the ground and get a decent pickup here on a draw play to Romero. Xavier Wright the stop.
Right up the middle, just a nice job. And again, it's those big offensive linemen just clearing it out for them.
Now 3rd down, 17. Approaching the 6-minute mark here in the 2nd quarter. 1-score game. South Garland just hanging in there. Underneath, has a man. Franco. Not much. They bottled him up. Just a short pickup of 3. Montgomery and T.J. Gilmore.
You think they'd like to go with this guy named Franco?
Oh, man.
So they just kind of sneak him underneath. We saw that play earlier where went for a 1st down to Franco. This time he gets bottled up, and Lakeview is kind of watching for that play.
You know, Franco and Holland, the quarterback, they've been doing a lot of work outside of practice, which is one of the reasons why they've been hooking up so much. And Franco's good after the catch.
Yeah, he's a big guy, and he's got great hands. He's fast. See why they go to him.
Have to punt here, but you have to consider that drive somewhat of a success because they at least got a couple of 1st downs. Lakeview Centennial will have decent field position after a short net of about 20 yards here, but at least they make them go over half the field, and it was not good starting position.
Good coverage here. Yeah, I'm with you. I think that was that was a successful drive. If you didn't get the big penalty and then the loss, Gilmore came out there and tackled for a loss, those 2 negative plays is what set them back. But outside of that, they looked really good.
Kendrick Sanders 3 of 8 for 50 yards so far in the game. 5:10 to go until halftime. Lakeview trying to make it a 2-score contest. They fake the fly sweep. Give it to Malachi Boyd. Boyd with only 70 yards on the ground tonight. Del Real Sinclair, the end, with his 1st tackle tonight. He had a good week last week.
He comes in with 11 tackles on the season. He's the real deal.
He is, and this is his 1st year on the varsity. Junior. Always wants to know what he can do to improve, and he continues to improve every single game.
Yeah, he's got a great motor. They love him out there.
Sanders to the edge. Has some room. Down to the 40-yard line. Malachi Boyd again. It's either on the ground or through the air, and that time, nice catch with Borner knocking him out.
Yeah, nice patience. See, Sanders looked down the field, looks off the safeties, and that's what made Boyd open up and be able to catch that ball with running room. Nice job by Sanders.
Boyd with 13 more, down to the 40. Boyd going in motion this time. He runs into his running back, but still good head of speed there, straight ahead, down to around the 35.
Yeah, this little pistol formation with the 2 running backs is really working for Lakeview. They put Boyd in motion, send him out there. They throw it to him. They toss it to him. They'll also hand the ball off like you just saw right there.
2nd and 5, Malachi Boyd in the backfield. Boyd and Lewis. Lewis coughed it up last time. Lewis providing a block for Boyd down to the 30 on On a 2nd down and 5, they'll move the sticks again with a 6-yard burst.
Yeah, Lewis just really made a great block right there, lead blocking.
Like Ivory Lewis, he can run the ball. Now, he got hit and lost the ball last drive, but you can see a lot of upside with him.
Yeah, he usually plays in that slot.
Boy, smash route here to the end zone.
Oh, he get it.
Juggled. Did he haul it in? Yes,
Woo!
he did.
Man,
touchdown
what a
for Jonathan Whittle. 30 yards.
Man, what a ball. The defensive back kind of just, Marlon Choice just kind of give up on it because he didn't realize the ball was thrown that far. And Whittle just keeps going, hustles to the ball. Of course, he's 6'2", gives him a little advantage being able to get up there and catch that one.
Alex Viruen's PAT is perfect. So Lakeview Centennial has their largest advantage of the night, 21-10. 28 to go in the 2nd quarter. Jonathan Whittle's first touchdown grab of the year on GRS TV. Homecoming night here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. Lakeview Centennial sitting there. Patriots take an 11-point advantage, 21-10 with 3:28 to go until halftime. 4 plays, 55 yards, 142 off of the 2nd quarter clock.
High-scoring game.
Well, these two teams had struggled putting up points. South Garland averaging 26 points per game. Lakeview just 18. So far, that's a live ball. Lakeview's got a chance to hop on it. They think they've got it. And they do.
It's like everybody went to sleep out there. Do you want it? No, I don't want it. Do you want it? Who's going to get it? Lakeview said we do.
You never want to turn your back on the ball. It looked like 3 or 4 different Titans did that. And Jason Freeman came out of there with it.
It just bounces around. Takes a great bounce right back towards the Patriots, and they pick it up.
You have to know where that football is at all times. And Lakeview with plenty of time here to do whatever they want. Let's see how well Kendrick Sanders now manages the clock as Kenyon White is next to Sanders. They fake the screen. He's under pressure. Sanders has to tuck it, runs out of bounds wisely without taking a hit, picks up a yard.
Well, he gives a little hip fake, and the defender just runs right past him, and then he has all time to throw the ball. He doesn't realize it. He had all time to throw that one. He just decides to go ahead and take that one and run. Probably a smart choice. Pick up a yard.
2nd down and 9. Kenyon White. Again, the running back faked the wham play. Pressure from the backside. And catch is made at around the 25-yard line there by Julius Spencer. His 2nd grab. Brennan Borner, the tackle, but 10 more yards.
Spencer's lined up in that slot. He just does a little 5-yard slow out. Boom, he's just by himself. Makes the first defender miss a little bit, picks up an extra 3.
Sanders gives it to White. A lead blocker inside the 10. To the goal line. Woo! Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown run for Kenyon White. His first touchdown run of the year.
Boy, he acts like he's been doing it his whole life. Watch how fast he gets out here. He sees that end zone, and he says, I'm taking it. Splits the defenders. Just shows you how that much speed, and what a great block right there by Trenton Harris. frees him up into the end zone. Well, I think that's a good way to punish a team for handing you the ball right there on the 40-yard line.
And it took just 3 plays to do it, and with 2:40 to play, 28-10. Patriots on the move on GRS TV. Lakeview Centennial desperately wanted to win this ball game, and they have scored touchdowns in a hurry to extend the lead to 18 now. A 3-score game, 2:40 to play. We'll see if South Garland can respond. They've been doing a good job of that the last couple of weeks, but the run game has faltered to an extent, and a big deficit to try to come back from tonight. Short kick this time. Everybody's got their eye on it. They'll have decent field position at around the 34.
Well, you know, we came into the game, we were talking about it. You have to be able to have a clean game to win these type of games.
Yep.
And we talked about the penalties and we talked about the turnovers, and whoever has the least of both of those is probably going to win this game. And right now, the turnover has just really hurt South Garland.
Turnovers hurt South Garland. The failure to pick up that live ball on the last kickoff has hurt them. Field position, though, has been a big detriment for
And they've really
South
had a
Garland.
hard time running the ball.
Yeah. They begin from their own 36 with 2:34 to go. Jaden Holland here. And finds his man. It's up in at the 45-yard line. TJ Gilmore turns over Mariano Flores after the catch.
You know, that's probably the first time we've seen Holland set in the pocket and actually throw to his left side. And he does a nice job. He puts it right on the money to Flores. You know, maybe they need to start doing that a little bit more. Right now, they are just really watching Franco.
First down and 10. They roll Holland here. Throws into traffic. Caught at the 45-yard line. Found his man Franco again. Neiman Houston, his 6th stop of the half.
Yeah, they run, just have him roll out each time. Holland always goes to that side. What a great catch by Franco.
It is a great catch. More pressure. Holland trying to elude it. Does so. He's got nobody to throw it to. And instead of throwing it away, he'll lose a couple.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he knew where he was at on the field, maybe. But, yeah, if he just throws that away, he would have gained 2 yards. He's got some speed.
Surprised Jordan didn't get him.
Gilmore chases him out of bounds there.
3rd and 4, 4-down territory. One would think here inside of 2 minutes. Holland flipping it over to Davies. Behind the line of scrimmage is Swarm. Loses 3 more.
Yeah, we were talking before the game, and maybe even during this time, it's easy to scheme against an offense that goes to the one side of the field. So you're only playing one side of the field most of the time. Every play just about goes to that right side. It goes to Franco, Brown, or they run it to the right. And I think Lakeview has kind of picked up on that, especially when you're on that side of the field. The hash mark is the ball is on that side, and then you run to that side. They use the sideline as their advantage. It's just nowhere to go over there.
8 tackle for a loss.
Lakeview. First charge, Timeout of the half.
They tackle for a loss for this Lakeview Centennial defense, a defense that now has limited South Garland to 138 yards here in the first half. Just 48 on the ground. But when a third of the plays that you run go for negative yards, it's very difficult to stay in the game.
Yeah, I think Lakeview's got them schemed. They know where the ball's going to go, and it just makes it a little easier to fight when you know where you're going to put all your defenders. And they know that they got to put them all on that left side.
And this South Garland team, I think somewhat of a disadvantage with the way the district's kind of lined out, because as you and I were talking before the broadcast, Bobby, each team with a 9-team district will get a bye week. But South Garland's bye week isn't until week 10. They've got to go the entire season without a bye, and that'll make a difference down the stretch.
Yeah, you're worn out.
Oh, you're worn out.
Yeah, you're worn out before you get a bye. You don't have anybody getting well. You don't have that game that everybody can just kind of get all their bruises healed up.
It's 4th and 7 here. Holland has the ball batted down at the line of scrimmage. A turnover on downs with 1:02 to go, and South Garland will give Lakeview the ball back at midfield. I think Cameron Jordan got a hand on it.
Yeah, he's playing that defensive end. And look, he read it the whole way. Again, everything's going to the right side, so they know where the ball's going to go. Cameron Jordan just gets up, reads it early. Beautiful play. Knocks it down.
1:02 to go. Lakeview Centennial with a chance to kind of put this ball game away. They've got a couple of timeouts, up 18. Remember, it was a game they won 63-0 last year. I really thought we would have a tight game toward the latter stages tonight. Here's Kendrick Sanders, quick pass into the boundary. This is Malachi Boyd, the running back, fighting through tackles. T.J. Wilkerson was holding on, a pickup of 16.
Yeah, they came out and just did the spread offense. They had 3 wideouts to the right and 2 to the left.
During the play,
just spread the defense
holding,
out.
Number 16 of the offense. Be a spot foul, 10-yard penalty, replay, first down.
So your wide receiver out there that was kind of blocking for Boyd gets called on a holding there. So it brings them back. But again, Lakeview's spreading them out now. And they're going to just see if they can just get the ball out in space and have one-on-ones with some defensive players and see if they can break one.
Inside of a minute here after the 10-yard spot foul, it'll be 1st and 18. Got to be pleased, though. You've got 226 yards of total yards for Lakeview tonight. They'll go empty here on 1st and long. Up the seam, got a man. They'll instead go underneath. Ball juggled and caught there by Julius Spencer. He'll pick up the penalty yardage back, getting to midfield.
Yeah, Spencer's in that they had trips right. He just kind of slides underneath as the safety valve. You see Sanders looking deep. He wants to throw it deep, but he had Spencer just rolling down about 5 yard in and is able to get to him. And better than that, he gets out of bounds. Stops the clock.
Spencer's 3rd catch tonight. Leading pass catcher. This Lakeview team. 2nd down 9. Sanders on an out very quickly. Ball juggled and dropped there by Jonathan Whittle.
Probably better that he did drop the ball, because I think he would have only picked up 3 or 4 yards. The clock would have just kept running.
Third and 9. Lakeview enjoying the 18-point lead. A lot of students coming out here to Homer B. Johnson Stadium.
Yeah, it's their homecoming. It's fun when you're winning.
Fun when you're winning. A lot of mums out there.
The British mum or the Flowers mum?
Mums with mums.
Mums with mums.
Timeout.
Timeout call.
Lakeview. 2nd charge. Timeout of the half.
28-10. That's the one thing that Damaso Martinez is going to be looking forward to. South Garland no longer being everybody's homecoming opponent. Once you start building a program, you start looking at fewer and fewer mums on Friday nights.
Yeah, nobody wants to play people that beat you.
No.
Yeah, not on homecoming. Not when mums with mums are there.
That's right.
Sanders having a pretty good game. 7 of 13, 53%, 112 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. I would say that's pretty efficient. And boy, Boyd, what a great athlete he is. He's been everywhere, hasn't he?
Really like watching him. 8 carries, 72 for him, almost 10 yards per carry. He does have the touchdown. But I like how they can get it to him on the edge in the passing game, too, kind of an extension of that run game.
Yeah, and then a surprise with Kenyon White showing his burst of speed out there and being able to get into the end zone. Man, that guy can get through the hole quick.
3rd down, 9 after the timeout. Lakeview with 1 left. Sanders setting up the screen. Boyd, no blockers in front of him. Shy of the first by 3 yards.
You're going to use your timeout here. Letting it roll. It'll be 4th down.
4th and 3. They are going to let it roll here. They've got 1 timeout. If they can rip off 1 more play here, they might have a chance to.
Yeah, I think they're going to let it go all the way down and then go for the end zone once. In case you don't get it, there's no time for South to do anything.
Well, this is going to be a free play. They've got Diego Riverol, that place kicker, going to go deep here. In traffic, it's juggled, and it goes incomplete. Again, looking for Jonathan Whittle up the numbers. 2 seconds.
Whittle's
There to play. All sides. Number 54 with the defense. 5-yard penalty. Result of the foul. 1st down.
It gives them 2 seconds to run another play.
And Sanders has a good arm, but I don't know that he can throw it 45, 50 yards in the air. We're going to find out, though, here. See if they empty it out.
Well, you know they try to throw it to Whittle. He's their biggest receiver. He's had quite a few opportunities tonight.
Whittle 6'3", Spencer 6'2". Last play before half. Then a twist in the middle, and Sanders got hit to end the half. So he gets sacked. First sack of the game for South Garland to conclude the first 24 minutes. Well, Lakeview Centennial with back-to-back touchdowns have a 28-10 lead against South Garland at halftime here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. Take a break and we will continue on GRS TV.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the middle of the field. Garland ISD, South Garland High School Administration, and the Royal Legacy Director are proud to present the award-winning Royal Legacies. Continue to thank the amazing and dance officers. Our social council are Secretary Cecilia Reyes, Vice President Caitlin Vasquez, and Royal Legacy President Anna Venegas. Our dance officers are Junior Lieutenant Allison Wu, Junior Lieutenant Natalia Gutierrez, First Lieutenant Senior Elena Jackson, and on the 50th yard line, our Royal Legacy Captain Senior Ifioma Alika. The Legacy Fund Director would like to congratulate our Spirit Dancer of the Week, Belen Santillan, and our Legacy of the Week, Mariela Navarro. The Royal Legacies would like to dedicate tonight's performance to the Legacy's Booster Club and parents. Thank you for all your help throughout the year. We appreciate all you do. Tonight, the award-winning Royal Legacies will perform a field military routine, Survive Guide, arranged by Jay Dawson.
4, 3, 5, 7, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3,
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for your award-winning Royal Legacies. The Royal Legacies are under the direction of Tina Williams.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The South Garland High School Visual and Performing Arts Department is proud to present the award-winning Titan Band. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Vanessa Garcia, Ika Lozano, percussion captain Aubrey Linwood, the color guard officers Jocelyn Alessio, and Litzy Blanco, President Mickey Suarez, and Vice Presidents Ruby Roman and Jacqueline Mejia. Band members of the week are Leslie Escobar, Miguel Vera, and Rainbow Smith. New member of the week is Lily Linwood. Section of the week is the color guard. We proudly present a portion of our 2023 contest performance, Escape the Nightmare, featuring the music from Wayfarer Stranger, 160 BPM from Angels and Demons, and Ballet Suite No. 4 by Solflowski. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Titan Band. The Titan Band would like to recognize our VAPA directors, Joe Kimberly and Michelle Coleman, Superintendent Carlo Lincoln, Principal Dr. UIL District, and the Director of Administration of South Garland, as well as the UIL District. We also wish the late people to their high and good luck and hope we have a successful contact season. The South Garland Band is under the direction of Stephen Lewis, Divisional Assembly, Miguel Pimentel, and Michelle Maximilian. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 South Garland Titan Band. the win field. Homecoming routine 2 in the fifth at Liberty. The Sweethearts would like to dedicate this performance to all of the Yankee Doodle Sweetheart alumni. It's a Sweetheart, always a Sweetheart. Congratulations to the LCHS Teachers of the Week, Mrs. Pope, Mrs. Thompson, and our amazing LC neighborhood. And now, your continued halftime entertainment, we proudly present the award-winning Lakeview Centennial High School Marching Band. The band will be performing the entirety of their 2023 competition show, Art Evolve. The band is under the direction of Jared Hudlin, Minnie Santana, Kylie Landau, Joshua Gonzalez,
and Celestino Sosa. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Andrew Curia, Nadia Garza, Jacinda Reyes, and Alexandria Simmons. Drum majors, is your players ready?
Centennial fans would like to thank all of their family, friends, teachers, and administrators for their support. The section of the week is the percussion section. A special thank you to Luke Murphy, Principal of Lakeview Centennial, Jessica Learning, Director of Fine Arts, Ricardo Lopez, GISD Superintendent.
Halftime at Homer B. Johnson. Lakeview with a 28-10 advantage over South Garland. Scott Garner, Bobby George here in this very pivotal district ball game between these two teams that both have yet to win a district contest. And obviously, you know, South Garland came out last week and they were down 9-0, but battled back. Sort of the same thing tonight. Let's take a look at the first half highlights. Both fired up. Some calisthenics going on right there.
Homecoming.
Yes. Little extra.
Came up fired up. Homecoming queen.
Right off the bat. See the touchdown toss. Going over to Trenton Harris. Lakeview Centennial getting on the board early. But South Garland, they continue to fight. And boy, their quarterback has been something special when he's had the ball. With Jaden Holland finishing off that touchdown run to tie the ball game.
Showed some power.
That did show some power.
It was close at this point.
Lakeview's ground game with Boyd has been very, very good. He found the corner of the end zone. His third rushing touchdown of the year. In a 14-7 ball game. And how about your wide receiver, Franco, punching it through from 32 yards out to cut it to a 4-point game?
What a leg. Kept it in close.
Lakeview Centennial coming back. The 29-yard touchdown toss to Whittle. And was able to hold on. At 21-10, and then they cap it off with a touchdown run from Kenyon White, his first of the year. 28-10 is where we are through the first 24 minutes as Lakeview Centennial trying to post their first district win.
Yeah, Kenyon White, man, what a speed he was. When he hit that edge, he got through there in a hurry. 136 yards for total yards for South Garland, 238 for Lakeview Centennial, 118 in the air for them, 120 rushing. I would say that's pretty even, 238 in the air, 120 on the ground. South Garland just passing 88 yards and rushing 48 for a total of 136 for South Garland. South Garland's going to be kicking to Lakeview.
Lakeview will have the ball to try to extend this lead. That is a live ball until now. And so we will see Bobby lead, let it go. Well, this Lakeview Centennial homecoming has been just what the doctor ordered for Anthony Sensilaire, whose club had only racked up 21 points the last two games. They ended up losing to Saxe 31-7 to open up district, and Garland beat them by 10, 24-14. And Coach Sensilaire was a little bit concerned. He said the top three keys: offense, and more offense. We've got to keep that defense fresh, and the only way to do it is to move the sticks consistently.
Well, they've done it, too. Kendrick Sanders, 8 of 14, 118 yards, 2 touchdowns. Malik Boyd, 8 carries, 72 yards, a touchdown. Kenyon White, 23 yards and a touchdown. They are moving the ball.
Kendrick Sanders going to White on the very first carry, and he doesn't get hit until he ends up getting plowed over. Franco got his ankle there, but he picks up 12 before he's turned into a pancake.
Well, you know, they need to be able to do a lot of things on the ground, mix it up a little bit, show some different formations, do a lot of different things, because they're going to be taking on Wiley next week.
Holding, number 62, the offense. 10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
That's during the play. It will negate that 12-yard run. Penalties have been a problem for both of these two teams at times this year. Remember, 9 for South Garland last week. Lakeview Centennial has had their share without question.
Yeah, they had 7 penalties as well last week.
Going to go deep. This is to Harris.
Oh, he got it.
He's going to try to break away. Stumbling down to the 10. Ramon Franco got him.
So Ramon Franco, playing offense and defense, saves this one for a touchdown with an ankle grab.
Trenton Harris, a two-sport kid, was that close. Thought he was going to be able to keep his balance to take it the distance.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Franco saves it right there with just barely a toe touch.
Sanders with the RPO, and they will keep it on the ground to White. He's got it. He's got the touchdown. 12-yard run there for the score.
You know, Kenyon White is only 5'7", 160 pounds, but, man, I tell you, that guy can turn the corner. He's got an extra gear. Watch this speed right here when he comes around this left side. Boom.
And it always helps when you're not touched until you're at least 10 yards downfield.
You know, but speed is the difference. When you split defenders like that, it's because you're very fast.
Diego Reverol has that point after blocked. 34-10 our score. What a drive there for Kenyon White and company. Take a break and we will continue third quarter early here at Homer V. Johnson on GRS TV. Oh, homecoming crowd tonight at Homer V. Johnson Stadium. After that 75-yard run that got him in scoring position, they finish it off, and Lakeview Centennial now has scored on 3 of their last 4 chances. Up man here in Reuben Davis, short of the 35-yard line.
Well, they just bundled him up right there. You know, that last one.
Dirty kick, all sides, number 33 of the kicking team. 5-yard penalty added into the run. First down, South Garland.
Early one of the turnovers in the first half was South Garland let that ball drop around on the ground, and the Patriots were able to pick it up. This time, they're not taking any chances. They're waiting on that short pooch kick, and they're going to it. And if they break that first line of defense, they may have some running room there.
Their own 39-yard line. Romero around the end. Slips through 2 tackles, one of his better runs of the night to pick up 12 before Neiman Houston makes a 6th tackle.
Look at that big number 77 coming over and making a great block. Use that speed to get around there.
First down and 10 to the boundary. Franco again. He's got 9 more yards after the catch. Jeremiah Moore got him toward the sideline. Another pickup of 12.
That's his 5th reception, 60 yards. Playing offense and defense. What an athlete.
Guy's a machine down there.
Kicking field goals.
Kicking field goals, playing defense.
He's everywhere.
I mean, somebody alert Coach Prime down there is the way he's going
go.
both ways, huh? Out of the pistol formation, Romero inside the 25. Jeremiah Moore, his second stop of the drive. Boy, chunk play after chunk play here for the Titans.
Wow, big blocks. I think they went in there into the halftime and had some good talks because they are coming out in a hurry, playing good, physical.
First time since the first drive, a bunch formation. How about a buck sweep here for Romero? Inside the 20, ball came out. Did it go out of bounds? No, it's going to be Lakeview Centennial ball. Recovered. Jeremiah Moore. Xavier Wright hit him to jar it loose.
See if we can see it right here. He has good blocking. Big 77 clears the way. Where does it get hit? Oh, it just comes right out. Big play by number 33, Xavier Wright.
Xavier Wright with a forced fumble. Jeremiah Moore with the fumble recovery. Lakeview Centennial doing it all tonight.
Feeling good on their homecoming night.
They are feeling good. Who wouldn't? Hey, they're playing so well to this point. They're already, I would think, gearing up for a while. They got Wiley, North Garland after that, then Rowlett. Hey, they can get on a roll here.
Yeah, they need it. They need to be able to really play their offense the way they want to play it, find their strengths, because if not, I mean, you're playing Wiley next week. That's a big contest.
Ruben Oliveros making the tackle down there after a short 2-yard burst. Kerryon Jones was the ball carrier there. Yeah, this Lakeview Centennial team, 330 yards of total offense, over 130 on the ground. Sanders to the edge.
What a throw right there. That was nice, and Whittle goes up and gets it. Just a beautiful throw and catch.
Well, Jonathan Whittle, 12 catches coming in. I like how Sanders steps into that.
Puts it right on the money.
First and 10 now for Lakeview. Flag coming in.
False start. Number 63 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
12th penalty of the game between these two teams. Some 3 turnovers in this game. South Garland still struggling running the football. Centennial 132.
Yeah, you got to give a lot of credit to that big offensive line there. They got 51 Johnson. He's 265. Lockett's 275. The center's 250 pounds.
Kerryon Jones running into Del Real Sinclair, who was supposed to be blocked on that wham play from the H-back, and our first injury of the game. So we'll try to get a read on who that is. Looks like it's going to be Cameron Clay, who is, I beg your pardon.
Del Real?
Yeah, I think that's Sinclair Del Real. Del Real Sinclair, I should say. First year on the varsity. Big power lifter, too. He had a great game last week. He's really consistent at that defensive end position. They don't want to lose him.
Now, they have to double team him on every play. Hate to see that.
Injured player for South Garland who made the previous tackle. Number 54, Sinclair Del Real.
He's definitely in some pain.
So Sinclair will take a seat. And they've got Kaufman in there at defensive end along with Diaz. Zandro Diaz will come in to spell him at that end position. Second down and 14. Little RPO. This is White. White across the 35. Still has not been hit. And he picks up almost first down yardage. Needed 14, and that's what he's going to get.
Well, they like to lead block right there. Big block by number 56. Coming from right to left, Tarango just clears the way for White.
You know, and White's been a big surprise this year, that number 31. Makes plays. They'll put him at H-back, sometimes running back. Had a big home run ball. Another penalty flag comes in.
False start. Number 63, the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
That was the right guard, Angel Arena. 6'1", 215-pound senior right guard. Yeah, Kenyon White getting better each and every week. White, Jones, and Boyd, that's a nice mixture there. And they can all kind of do things differently, not to mention Ivory Lewis, who's had a couple of good carries tonight. This is White again, looking for a burst. Whew. And Ruben Ontiveros took his legs out, but it took a couple of guys.
Yeah, I like the way they're able to use different guys to do different things, and it's been paying off for them tonight.
Like to see the Titans still
fighting, aren't they?
They're fighting, flying to the football.
Absolutely.
White will come out here, and Kerryon Jones, the number 2 running back, is in there on second down. It's going to be a flip pass to the edge to Jones. This is Anthony Jones looking for a first, tiptoeing. Did he step out? Yeah, they're going to give him the yardage here. Franco, who is a pass catcher, doubling in the secondary, stopped him, but a gain of 14.
Again, it's that little flip pass that they just bring from right to left, send him in motion, pitch it to him, let him outrun everybody out there. Franco takes the hit on that one, but again, Franco's everywhere.
They faked the flip pass this time and handed off to Kerryon Jones. Moves to the second level and nose forward, looking for another first down as Lakeview Centennial continues to move the ball, picks up 9.
Yeah, it's really tricky. It gets the defense all, they don't know exactly where the ball's going. They're afraid that they're going to come in motion and hand that one off to the outside, or who's going to take that. And boy, it's just paying off for them right now. It's working.
Well, the Titans trying to keep up with the Joneses here. First Anthony and now Kerryon. 2nd and 1.
That wing formation.
5.5, trying to manage the clock here. How about a counter play to Kerryon? Got hit, spun. Nice pickup there on that gap scheme blocking. Ruben Ontiveros the stop.
There he comes right down the middle. Ontiveros from the outside makes a great hit.
Boy, I like to watch Ontiveros. Kerryon Jones, he's got big-time potential. He's had a good game tonight.
Busted play.
Busted play, little wham. Sanders trying to make something out of nothing here. Picks up a couple. Ontiveros' second stop in a row.
He's starting to fly to the ball, isn't he?
I like this kid.
Yeah, great athlete.
Team captain, had 43 tackles last year.
He's trying to strip that ball, too.
Trying to strip it. How about that motor?
That's what the coaches say about him. He's all over the place. Never stops.
Made a ton of backside tackles last week against North Garland.
Chasing people down.
Yeah, chasing people down. 2nd and 9. Sanders, Streen. Oh, and Jones dropped it that time. Was wide open. Third and 9.
That's because he didn't have his shirt pulled up over his shoulder pads.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, when he's running, it's all clanking. Didn't know what it was. It distracted him. Clarence Jones gets out there on the outside. He was wide open in that flat.
Put Malachi Boyd in there for pass protection, perhaps. 3 technique jumped. I don't think he made contact with Lockett down there, the guard.
They got trips left out here, and now they've also put Boyd out to the left.
And timeout going to be called here by Lakeview. So Anthony
timeout. Lakeview. First charge. Timeout of the half.
Kind of changing it up here, putting a little bit of a wrinkle in there. And, at this point in the game, the outcome's not in doubt. But this is where you need to work on certain things because down the road you'll have to be able to execute this.
Yeah, and they look like they're doing well. Like we said, Wiley's their next opponent. Wiley's very good offense and defense. So Lakeview's going to have to know what they do best. And right now, you know, they're playing that wing formation.
Yeah.
And they also have that their slot guy coming in motion. They do a little flip pass to him. They're kind of finding out what they are.
They had a 7-play drive back in the first quarter. This is the lengthiest drive of the game in terms of both time and number of plays. This will be the 10th snap for Lakeview Centennial. It's 3rd down and 9, but you got to hand it to Anthony Sinclair. He really wanted his offensive line to kind of take over tonight. He knew that South Garland was going to be better. They went through a spurt where late in the first half, they got break after break, kind of making their own breaks, and they were able to post a couple of touchdowns in a row to kind of put this thing away. It's 3rd down and 9. They go to the air. Sanders completes it. He's close to a first down. Borner able to pull down Harris. We'll see where they mark it.
Look at the strength in his arm right here. He's off balance, and he just goes ahead and tosses that all the way out to the sideline. That is a long pass. He does a great job of just slinging it out there. Shows the strength in his arm.
Third grab of the night for Harris. Well, he caught a double pass earlier this year from Whittle, maybe the most athletic wide receiver they have. Picked up the first down, needed 9, got it. Boyd, first carry of the half. Boy, look at him get to the edge to almost turn the corner. Borner again. He picks up 8.
There was a slew of South Garland jerseys right there, but he's able to run out of the tackles and pick up a nice 7-yard run.
Boyd now with 80 yards for the game. Came in averaging almost 3 yards per carry. Jones is back in there now at running back. They were really rotating those backs. Here comes Jones. Needs 2. Gets the first down. Might have been yanked down from behind. I thought maybe a horse collar for a moment. Jaquias Green gets credit for the stop.
Yeah, Green stays out there, plays a real nice technique on the outside. Jones had it. If he's not there and stays where he's supposed to be, Green just stays there and makes a great tackle.
13th play of the drive from the 8 on 1st and goal. Boyd. He's got 3 guys in white all over him, but he still manages 3 yards. Kieran Jones, the running back.
Franco comes in, putting the pressure on him. Franco's everywhere. What a player to have on your team.
Jones on 2nd and goal. Down toward the goal line, still fighting. Really nice play by Carter Burke to hang on. He rodeos him down.
Yeah, it would have been easy to let him keep rolling and going into the end zone, but he tries to pull him down and brings him backwards, pulls him down on a solo tackle on the 1-yard line. Great play defensively.
Sanders to Jones, and he swarmed this time.
There he is again, big number 34.
Carter Burke has forced a 4th and goal. Boy, Carter Burke.
2 big plays at the end zone.
It's a guy that was a quarterback in junior high. He's the quarterback of that linebacking core now.
You know, they don't give up. That South Garland team has a lot of fire in them.
4th and goal from the 1. Sanders gives it.
Boom!
No, he keeps it. Touchdown.
Oh, what a play.
Kendrick Sanders kept it on the RPO.
That was very nice. He hit it so well, he even tricked us. Big play.
15-play drive that goes 82 yards. Nice job by Kendrick Sanders. Took a lot of time off the clock, too. And the point after makes it 41-10 on GRS TV.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
Kendrick Sanders spreading the love on that last drive that goes 15 plays, 82 yards in a time of 7:11, and with 1:49 to go here in the third, Lakeview Centennial with a 41-10 lead here at Homer B. Johnson, looking for their first district win.
Boy, he's putting together a great game. 11 of 18, 61%, 210 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then he adds to it with 2 more on the ground.
High and short again this time. Trying to avoid the big return. Davis with the short return there for the Titans, and that's where South Garland will have it with 1:44 to go here in the third. That last drive, you saw receptions of 12 yards for Whittle. Jones with a 14-yard reception. Harris 9. And a couple of big runs, too. White had a 14-yard run. Kyron Jones with a 9-yard scamper. Harris came back. And then Boyd with an 8-yard run right there. So a really nice drive for Lakeview Centennial.
Beautiful. That's what you got to do. You got to learn what you're good at and really do it well.
Jaden Holland, 12 of 20, 101 yards tonight on the play fake. And Holland running for his life. Tackled or shoved out of bounds, losing 5 yards. Well, we've seen a number of tackles for loss. Had 8 of those for this Lakeview team in the first half.
That little RPO there just kind of gets lost. Does a great job of keeping his balance, trying to make something.
Julian Moreno, backup defensive end, making that last play. Kind of spun him around. He was a sophomore, 5'10", 195. Only had 1 tackle coming into the game, but he's done a good job tonight.
Holland 12 of 20, 60%, 101 yards.
And that ball is lost. I don't know if they'll rule that. They will rule that incomplete. His hand was going forward, arm going forward, and it just slipped out of his hands.
Let's see what we can.
Or was it a Tom Brady tuck?
Yeah. You know, it kind of looked like the defender was jumping in front of that one, and he decided, hey, I better not throw it. It could be a pick here, and he tried to pull it back.
Well, Holland, who had come into this ball game having completed 57% of his passes, has some work to do here on 3rd and 15, but they'll be well short of the mark here. They went to Reuben Davies, picked up 9. It will be 4th down.
And at this point, looks like they're going to go ahead and kick the ball away, but that's a nice ball right there. That's right on the money. Davies got great hands. Like to see him catch the ball a little bit more, get some people out in space, see what he can do.
That's the second time now here in this second half that South Garland has only snapped it 3 times on offense. Last time they had the fumble by Romero, and this is a 3 and out. Titans have to punt. The punter drops it, kicks it straight up into the air. Not much in terms of yardage on this punt.
Takes a pretty good bounce.
Franco. And so Lakeview Centennial will get it back with 18 seconds to go here in the third. It rains, it pours, I guess, tonight.
Yeah. You know, the punter kind of lost it a little bit. He does pick it up, though, very nice and clean, and gets it away. I thought it was going to get blocked for a minute. He launches about 4 seconds into the air, takes a good bounce. I don't know. It flips the field.
So Lakeview Centennial will take it over. 18 seconds to go. Hey, big game tomorrow night. You got Saxe and Wiley East tomorrow. 2 teams that right now, if
the powerhouse.
Yeah, if the season were to come to a close, they would make the playoffs.
Yeah, they're two good teams. Uh-oh, ball's on the ground.
Got a problem here. And this is White trying to reverse his field.
He did.
He's got a block, maybe a hold, no flag. And White's going to pick up an extra 14 on that.
Well, that's just what happens a lot of times. Some
That's the
plays
end
that gets messed
of the
up
third
like
quarter.
this, and all of a sudden you make something happen. Everybody's out of position. The field's all spread out. White uses his speed, just about breaks this one.
So we head to the fourth quarter in a 41-10 game. Lakeview Centennial tonight over South Garland on GRS TV. Pretty much been all Lakeview Centennial tonight, 41-10 back here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. Lakeview Centennial has the ball. And, boy, the band, they have been at it from the word go tonight on homecoming for these Patriots. We come back to action.
That's fun, watching the band get out and be crazy and bring that student body out there and supporting their team. That's what it's all about. Friday night, Thursday night. Football here in Texas, man. That's just great stuff.
428 total yards so far tonight. We've got a quarter to go as we see Jordan Anthony, a new ball carrier for these Patriots.
Everybody's going to get a shot to play
All
a little
sides.
bit.
Defense, number 55. Be a 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
So negate that run. They'll go with a penalty to make it first down and 5. But, yeah, 428 yards for Lakeview, and they had come in only averaging 248 a game. So they have really broken out tonight. Again, with Wiley on the docket next week. Down the sideline again, and overshoots Trenton Harris. Flag coming in. Brennan Borner was in coverage.
Now they're going to call a little pass interference here. You know, you're talking about that 415, 420 yards that they've got tonight,
Yeah.
and it's not been on real big, huge plays. It's just been methodical, just down the field, picking up first downs. And
Well, when you can run the ball for 218 yards in 3 quarters.
that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
During the play, pass interference. Defense, number 8. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
You know, and Brennan Borner, a guy that gets flagged here, got those long arms, a captain, really athletic.
Yeah, it's a good call, though.
Never turned around.
Never turned his head. It's a hard to cover that, because you're watching the guy run down the field and then the ball's underthrown and they stop and try to come back to it and you run into him.
And got a new quarterback in here too, Coleman Hedgecock, and runs into Carter Burke to make the tackle.
Little RPO. 34, he's been all over the place tonight.
So Coleman Hedgecock coming in here to play quarterback. But getting back to Brennan Borner, that number 8 cornerback. You know, that's one of the things that Damaso Martinez knew coming in, that even though Borner's really good, he would have his hands full tonight with a bevy of different receivers that they have available. And on second down and long, Hedgecock gets taken down by Ruben Ontiveros, who's had a good night tonight, a gain of 2.
Just a little RPO, keeping it, taking it for a run, and good job staying outside. Alvarez playing good out there on that right side. He's that middle linebacker.
He's that spur, they call him the spur. It's a spur linebacker.
Yeah, I think he goes to the strong side every play. He watches wherever it's overloaded, and he moves over to that side.
Some key tackles last week against North Garland. A good tackler. I mean, and it sounds, you know, fundamental, but that's really what it is. This got a chance to score here.
He does it.
Trenton Harris takes it to the end zone for the second time in this game.
Little bubble route. Gets a good block right there. Slips a tackle. And celebrates.
14-yard touchdown pass. Sanders to Trenton Harris. And the point after for Alex Virial is up and good. And with 9:54 to go, Lakeview Centennial with a 48-10 lead on GRS TV. Lakeview Centennial tonight. This time Sanders to Harris on a 14-yard touchdown pass. Sanders 11 of 18 so far in this game. The touchdown passes. I should say Hedgecock, I should say, not Sanders, but Hedgecock. And South Garland. Boy, taking the brunt of a couple of big hits down there.
Boy, that number 21 came down with some authority.
That's Shannon Montgomery.
Oh, my goodness. Watch him come down right here. He just levels a guy, and then he just comes up and finishes it again, number 31. Wow, that's going to be on his highlight reel for sure.
South Garland from their own 32 here, 9:46 to go in the contest. Coleman Hedgecock with his only pass, a touchdown. 14 yards. Nine and a half to go. Pulling lineman right here for Reuben Davies, who picks up 3. Davies coming in with 36 total yards for the year.
Yeah, getting some carries. That's nice. And that's where you want to run it, right there behind these big old linemen. Look at big number 76 pulling for you. Man, you got that guy. You keep doing that, you're going to start picking up some yards.
Second down and 7. Holland rolling out left. Nice touch pass to the edge to Franco.
Franco's just always around the ball.
He is. Picks up 11 more.
And where's he come? I think he comes from all the way from the right side, does a little backslider all the way across, and just finds it.
I think Hogg thought that might have been for him.
I think so.
Franco again.
I think they're bringing in different players on their line, and
well,
they got 28 seconds on the clock. They had plenty of time.
Seth Uridia had to play that right tackle position. A pitch over to McNeil. He's got speed inside the 40, picking up 13.
Well, you got to like this South Garland team because they have grit. They aren't quitting. They are wanting to play and still wanting to score. They're playing hard.
They are playing hard. Boy, Cameron McNeil had a couple of touches last week. They want to really get him the ball more. They've done a good job of that. He had a great week of practice this last week. And before the junior running back, that time it goes through McNeil's hands in the flat. But he had a great week of practice. And, you know, when you work hard and you earn it, it feels so good to know that you've been such an integral part of what this team's doing.
Yeah, the coach is giving him a lot of praise, so you know you're doing the right thing out there in practice. And you get playing time when that happens.
He's quick and puts in a little extra work. And they go with buck sweep action for the second time. Reuben Davies again. Picking up 4 more. Freeman the stop. Well, these linemen aren't afraid to pull, are they?
No, they're pulling them. They're leading the way.
Both guards pulling out to the right. 3rd down and 6 as we approach the 7-minute mark here.
They have to stay in that. They have to stay lined up a long time, wait for that play to be called. It's down to 4 seconds. They're going to have to call a timeout.
Timeout. South Garland. First charge. Timeout of the half.
We'll take one with them. 48-10. The Patriots with a huge lead tonight at Homer B. Johnson Stadium.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
Homecoming crowd in Garland seeing Lakeview Centennial on a 48-10 lead. Centennial with 26 first downs in this ball game. 3rd down 6. Holland under serious pressure and throws it away here.
Boy, straight up the middle. They came up with a full-on blitz.
Well, Elijah Mullum, a guy that didn't play last year with a torn ACL, did a good job of getting after the quarterback.
It was just right up the middle. There was just no time to set and throw that one. Holland had to get rid of it.
4th down 6 now for South Garland. 2 by 2 are the wide receivers. Yeah, just 217 in terms of the yardage. They're going to hand the ball off, and boy, he almost got decapitated down there. Reuben Davies got smashed. Johnson got him.
It's a good shot of him right there. I mean, he just reads it perfectly. His big offensive lineman wasn't able to get out and pull fast enough. And when they're not able to do that and the play is designed for it, defensively, they came in and got him.
Turnover on downs here. Lakeview Centennial will take it back over. Yeah, Anthony St. Hilaire's got to be happy with the numbers that they have put up tonight. This is the most points that they've scored in any ball game so far this year. Remember, Lakeview had only averaged 18 points a game. The good news was they were only giving up 21 a contest. And they've done a good job in that respect in this game tonight. Kenyon White's had a good night. And Jordan Anthony, the ball carrier.
Yeah, they're starting to move a lot of guys in and out, letting them play a lot here. This is fun for a lot of guys that work really hard in practice.
Number 66 of the offense. 10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. Replay, first down.
You know, and as you and I were talking about during the break, we really thought this would be a tight game. I thought after what we had seen from South Garland last week that, you know, we would really see a step taken by South. But you know, Lakeview has proven that they've got guys in some certain spots that can make a difference.
Yeah, South put up a lot of yards last week, 271. They put up a lot of points, 26. But you know, Lakeview's got a pretty good defense there. They're pretty strong. They got Xavier Wright and Gilmore and Houston playing those linebackers. Their outside is really well. They're covering. They've been able to cover Franco. I mean, Franco's caught a lot of passes tonight, but they've been a lot of shorter passes. They've kept them underneath. You know, they've game planned really well. Lakeview's just done a real good job tonight. We've got to give them a lot of credit.
Franco with 6 grabs denied, following up his 9-catch performance. Almost a 80-yard performance from Franco tonight, who's also boomed one through, a 32-yard field goal he made earlier in the game.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun watching him kick that long field goal.
Hedgecock, who had thrown a touchdown pass earlier in the half, coming on to spell Kendrick Sanders. LeBron Green makes the stop.
Hedgecock, just a sophomore, getting a lot of game time experience. Throwing the ball a little bit, running the ball a little bit. Looks like he needs some longer pads, though. Look at those things. Those are not even covering the mid-thigh.
I think with each successive year, these pants get shorter and shorter, do they not?
It looks like it to me, but, you know, it get a little skin burn up there, man. I'd like to cover my knees up a little bit.
3rd and 6, straight handoff. Calvin Felton, I do believe, was the ball carrier that time. Jordan Anthony. By the way, you look at Lakeview Centennial, they've had 10 different players carry the ball tonight. Jordan Anthony, running back. Coleman Hedgecock, the quarterback, is trying to manage the game here. That play clock's already down to 3. Have to call a timeout.
Timeout.
Timeout. Lakeview. Second charge. Timeout of the half.
4th and 4. Yeah, but you look at the game tonight, and Sanders 11 of 18 for Lakeview, 210 yards through the air. Coleman, how about this proficiency? How about being efficient? 1 of 1 and a 14-yard touchdown pass.
That's pretty good.
Not bad. Malachi Boyd, 9 for 79, almost 9 a carry. Touchdown run. Kenyon White with a couple of touchdowns rushing tonight. 6 attempts, 66 yards. Kyron Jones, 8 of 29. Anthony Jones, 1 for 15. Kendrick Sanders had 6 touches tonight, 6 for 13. Back to business here after the short timeout. 4th and 4, they've got to have the 45.
I mean, that's pretty impressive if you have 11 players touching the ball from the backfield.
Alex Virouette to kick it. Look at this punt.
Woo!
Wow. That's the best high school punt I've seen this year.
Drop it on the 1.
Did they down it?
Oh, my goodness.
They did.
I mean, that was a beauty.
That's 60 yards. They kill it at the 3.
Oh, man.
Did you see that punt?
Woo!
Alex Virouette.
Look at that thing just drop dead. That's where they touched it. That's where they call it.
And I think replay, if you had replay in high school football, I think the left toe might have been on the white there. I think that thing probably should have come out to the 20. But we've seen replay contradict the rulings on the field a couple of times tonight in terms of punts.
Yeah, yeah, yep. It's been 3 punts, and three of them could have been called either way.
Right up the gut, Rodrigo Romero coming into this drive at 8 carries for 52 yards. He's over 60 now.
He's a strong runner. I mean, he's going to punish you when he goes down. He's running hard. He's running low. He's fast. Look at how big his legs are.
Here comes Romero to the edge. This time they force him in, and he picks up 6.
He's in the hurry-up offense. He's ready to go.
Oh, they're ready.
Just keep giving it to me, he says.
It's 76, your boy Tristan Langford.
They move those guys around. You can get them in front of you, that's a wall.
Second down and 4. Romero again. Across the 25. That's Moreno, actually. Santiago Moreno. Moreno wearing 27. He had been wearing 28. See if South Garland can put up a 2-minute drill here. Put some points up. Holland.
Got him. Oh.
In the flat for a few. Rodrigo Romero. Pick up a 5 here.
He's got a lot of energy, doesn't he? He carries the ball, catches the ball, gets back to the huddle in a hurry. He's ready to roll. Exciting player.
Second down, a guy that can get downhill in a hurry. They really, they don't expect a lot of explosives out of him. If they can get 3.5 out of him, it's a success. They'll go to the sideline.
I think he's going to pick up the first on that one.
Close to a first down. He got popped right when he caught the ball.
There's good hands.
Short by a yard.
He knew it was coming, and he was able to still grab that ball. He's ready to roll, man. That he's a ball player.
Going to go to the air on third down, maybe. Holland. The sideline. Got him. Nice catch there by Mariano Flores. Picking up 14.
That's a beautiful pass. He's got a great arm. He just scoops underneath, gets low, and zips it. Look at that ball.
18 seconds to go in this one.
That's one thing South Garland did tonight really well, is they never gave up.
No,
they
didn't.
played hard all night long. And, they got beat up a little bit early, had a couple of turnovers that really hurt them. And but outside of that, they've really played hard to the last play.
Holland rolling to the sideline here. That's a pretty good toss that goes incomplete into the boundary. Looking again for Ramon Franco. And that's going to do it. So the ball game is over, and Lakeview Centennial has won it tonight, outlasting South Garland 48-10. First district win of the year here for Lakeview. And coming up next week for the Patriots, we'll be looking ahead to Wiley. So we'll see a matchup of Wiley and Lakeview Centennial. Wiley coming in 1-0, and they've got a matchup tomorrow with North Garland. You've got Wiley East at Saxe, Wiley at North Garland, and Garland at Rowlett tomorrow.
Some good games. Every game counts.
Every game counts.
You're in a playoff type thing now that you're in district play, and that's what you want to do. You got to win every one you can.
That Saxe Wiley East game may be pretty good.
I think so. It's going to be a good game.
Two teams that have at least one win in district play, undefeated in district. We'll see how that one turns out tonight. It turns out in favor of the Patriots, who upend the South Garland Titans 48-10. Well, for Delbert Richardson, our executive producer, the entire GRS TV crew, Bobby George, thank you so much. It was fun tonight. My name is Scott Garner. Until next time, final score again, it's 48-10. The Patriots post their first district win of the year from Homer B. Johnson Stadium. Good evening, everyone. Good night, and God bless.